Pompeii, we know, buried by Vesuvius's eruption in 79 AD. But Pompeii was not alone. Herculaneum, a smaller, wealthier town, lay just to the west. Its fate was sealed on that same catastrophic day. A fiery cloud of ash and gas surged down the slopes, engulfing everything in its path. Herculaneum was buried under a torrent of molten mud and volcanic debris. Pompeii, with its shallower grave, was rediscovered first in the 18th century. But Herculaneum remained hidden, its secrets locked away beneath tons of solidified volcanic material. In 1738, excavations began to reveal the ghostly outline of this lost Roman town. The buildings, the artifacts, even the food left on tables were preserved in astonishing detail. Herculaneum held the key to unlocking the secrets of ancient literature and philosophy. In the 1750s, excavators stumbled upon a remarkable discovery, the Villa of the Papyri. This luxurious villa, perched on the Herculaneum waterfront, belonged to Lucius Calpurnius Piso Caesoninus, the father-in-law of Julius Caesar. And the villa held a secret that would send shockwaves through the world of classical scholarship. It contained a library. This was not just any library, it was a treasure trove of ancient scrolls. These scrolls made of papyrus were fragile and easily damaged. The intense heat of the eruption had carbonized them. If deciphered, they could unlock lost works of Greek and Roman literature and philosophy. In the 20th century, sophisticated imaging techniques like multispectral imaging and X-ray tomography were employed. The results were astonishing, offering a glimpse into the minds of ancient thinkers. Unearthing the papyri was only the first step. Preserving these fragile treasures presented an even greater challenge. The scrolls, already fragile from centuries of burial, were highly susceptible to damage from exposure to air and humidity. A race against time began to find ways to conserve them and prevent their deterioration. Early conservation efforts were rudimentary. Scholars experimented with various methods to stabilize the papyri, using everything from glue and gold beater's skin to chemical treatments. Some methods proved more successful than others, but the fragility of the scrolls made them incredibly difficult to handle and preserve. In recent decades, significant advances in conservation techniques have been made. The focus has shifted towards non-invasive methods that prioritize the long-term preservation of the papyri. Controlled climate environments, with carefully regulated temperature and humidity, help to slow down the deterioration process. Specialized storage containers protect the scrolls from further damage. The fragility of the Herculaneum papyri highlights the importance of ongoing research and innovation in the field of archaeological conservation. The work of preserving these ancient texts continues to this day. What did these fragile scrolls contain? The answer has thrilled classicists. Many of the papyri from Herculaneum are philosophical works. The discovery of Epicurean texts at Herculaneum was groundbreaking. One significant find was a work by Philodemus. Several of his treatises were discovered among the papyri. The scrolls provide insights into the lives of those who lived in the shadow of Vesuvius. The deciphering of the Herculaneum papyri is ongoing. New discoveries are being made all the time. Why was there such a concentration of Epicurean texts in the Villa of the Papyri? The answer may lie with the villa's owner, Lucius Calpurnius Piso Caesoninus. While not a philosopher himself, Piso was known for his patronage of intellectuals. It is possible that he provided a haven for Epicurean thinkers. Perhaps they gathered at his villa to discuss philosophy and debate the finer points of Epicurus's teachings. The Epicurean school, while popular in certain circles, was often viewed with suspicion. Its emphasis on pleasure was sometimes misinterpreted as hedonism. Its rejection of traditional religious beliefs made it controversial. The scrolls of Herculaneum offer a more nuanced understanding of this often misunderstood philosophy. They reveal a school of thought that was both intellectually rigorous and deeply concerned with living a good and meaningful life. The Epicurean texts from Herculaneum are not just of interest to philosophers. They offer valuable insights into the intellectual climate of the Roman world. They show us that Roman thought was diverse and dynamic. The scrolls also remind us of the importance of preserving our intellectual heritage. The papyri are undoubtedly the stars of Herculaneum, but they are only part of the story. The city itself is a treasure trove of information about Roman life. The exceptional preservation, thanks to the volcanic mud, allows us to experience Roman urban life in vivid detail. We can wander through houses, shops, and public buildings, almost as if the inhabitants had just stepped out. The houses of Herculaneum, even relatively modest ones, were often adorned with beautiful frescoes and mosaics. These artworks offer a glimpse into Roman artistic tastes. They also provide clues about the lives and aspirations of the people who lived there. The mosaics in particular are stunning. They depict a wide range of subjects, from mythological scenes to everyday life. The excavation and study of Herculaneum are ongoing. New discoveries are constantly being made, adding to our understanding of this fascinating ancient city. What do the secrets of Herculaneum tell us? They remind us that the past is not some distant, irrelevant era. It is a living, breathing thing, full of stories waiting to be told. Herculaneum, like Pompeii, offers us a window into the past, but it is a window that is clearer, sharper, more detailed. It allows us to connect with the Romans on a human level. The scrolls, the houses, the art, even the skeletons all speak to us across the centuries. They tell us about their lives, their loves, their hopes, and their fears. In many ways, they were not so different from us. They lived, they loved, they died. Their story is our story. The challenge for archaeologists and historians is to piece together the fragments of the past and create a coherent narrative. It is a task that requires both scientific rigor and imaginative empathy. The secrets of Herculaneum are still being revealed. The work of excavation, preservation, and interpretation continues. Each new discovery adds another piece to the puzzle, bringing us closer to understanding the lives of those who lived and died in the shadow of Vesuvius.